I first came to Ninth and O through Gene Hatfield. He was a longtime member who has now gone on to be with the Lord, but he was our neighbor. And so he had asked my son if he wanted to play softball. And so in order to play softball, you had to go to church. And so Eric began going to church, and then it was just a matter of time before we all did. And so that's what led me to Ninth and O. I started out working in the school. Ninth and O used to have a school, and so I started working there first. I was a teacher's aide, and then I went into the office and worked in the office, and then when the school closed, they just asked me to come over to the church. And so I began as just the music secretary is what I was, and then it just now has evolved to just everybody's secretary. I think that, I don't know if you would call it miraculous, that something that happened to someone else, but to me, it's a miracle that I'm where I am. As I stated before, I was not raised in church, did not live a very good life before I found the Lord, or before He found me. And so I would think that that's a very large miracle. We are a praying staff. I would say that more than anything else is that our staff cares about the people in the church.
I came to Ninth and O as a 2-month-old baby. There was we used to have a daycare and a school, and so my mom enrolled me at the daycare. And every Friday when she would pick me up, the daycare teachers would say, "Are you going to bring little Beth to church on Sunday?" And so finally my mom met, this was in the 70s, so parents are an interracial couple, and so my mom met with our pastor, Brother Butler, at the time, and just wanted to see like how welcome would we be at Ninth and O. And he said, "At the cross, the blood is red and there's no color here." And so we were welcomed, and so we joined. So I was probably like 3 months old when I came to Ninth and O. So I was saved here, I was baptized here, I was married here, and then I came on staff here 20 years ago.
How are you led to come on staff here?
Well, I guess a few months before the opening came available, I just started helping the girl that was the preschool director at the time do the nursery schedule. Oddly enough, I just enjoyed like organizing those people and getting them in the spots that they needed to be in. We were much smaller at that time, but and so when the position came available, they were looking for 2 people to hire, and so I applied, and here we are. You know, Ninth and O's seen hard times through the years, and God's been faithful. He's been faithful. One of those was like moving from Taylor Boulevard to Breckenridge Lane. That was hard. It was hard for me personally, like being there just every day. I mean, I was a cheerleader in high school for Ninth and O, and we were just on that campus every day. And then when the decision came to move, it was hard. A lot of people didn't move, and it was difficult, but it was the right move. It was a good move. And then right before Dr. Cook came, we were in a drought, just a valley. And I remember that very first Sunday when he preached, we were driving home, and Kelly said to me, "Well, we need to call him." Like, it was just, everybody knew it. And so just to see God's hand here, when there's ups and there's downs, but He just carries us through it all. He's faithful.